Hello and welcome to another edition of Superhero Movie Review Time. I'm your host Grant Liston, a very bored Englishman. And this is it. This is the film that has finished me. This is the film that has made me really look back on some of these films and go, fuck this. This film is such a waste of time. Yeah, I sat through all of Catwoman and gave you a full review. Same with Elektra, and same with 2007 Spider-Man 3. All of these films are in the category of bad. This one isn't just bad, this one is bad and boring. This one gives us nothing. With Catwoman, you can kind of look back and laugh at the awful editing and the strange choices of acting from Halle Berry, even though she owned up to it like a pro. Elektra decided to take that universe in a whole new world, but at least Jennifer Garner gave an earnest performance. Spider-Man 3. God, I can't believe I'm about to praise it, but the Sandman effects still hold up. This bullshit gives us nothing. I may hate Spider-Man 3, but I despise Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Quite simply, all you need to do to make this film is get the tone of the first one, but lower the comedy down to really juvenile. Make the Thing an absolute waste of a character, almost like the mascot. Throw in a few storylines from Freaky Friday and, oddly enough, Spider-Man 3, and then add in some really cool effects for one element of your character, being the Silver Surfer, and you've got yourself a pile of shit for a movie. Justice was served when this series, this franchise, was finally cancelled with this sequel. I can tolerate number one for trying, okay, but this one was a poor excuse to make money, and I have not even watched Fan4stick yet. God, I can't believe I've got to review that crap next. So, quite simply, instead of giving you a full-on review of this film, I'm just going to go straight in and jump ahead to my 3 good and 3 bad at this movie. I'm going to start with the bad at number 3. The name alone has pissed me off. That's right, the name of this film, The Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. He doesn't rise from anything. He doesn't rise up to any form of challenge. He doesn't do any form of rising. Okay? It should have been called Fantastic Four and the Silver Surfer. The reason they put rise is because it sounds cooler. Number 2. There's no Galactus in this movie. The trailers may have convinced us otherwise, and the film even mentions the fact that Galactus is coming, but you never see him. All you see is a fucking shadow, and it pisses me off that they cheaped out that way. And the number one thing that I hate about this movie is the poor comedy. The first one's comedy was, when I say hit and miss, it was more miss than hit. This one misses the mark in every way, shape or form. It just isn't funny. Oddly enough, this kind of comedy, the Guardians of the Galaxy took this kind of comedy and made it funny and actually made it brilliant. This film, I don't know whether it was just ahead of its time maybe, but it just isn't funny in the slightest. The jokes, all of them, fall flat on their faces. Now somehow, I'm going to try and say 3 things about this movie that I can actually tolerate. Starting with number 3, that first chase scene between Johnny Storm and the Silver Surfer. I remember seeing it in cinema and going, yeah, that was pretty cool actually. Watched it again recently for this review and thought, yeah, that still kind of holds up. But once again, it lasts about 40 seconds. Number 2, Captain Raymond Holt is in this movie. Yeah, he plays the head of the actual military. When I watched this the other day, I was like, it's Captain Holt, I love it. And the number one thing I can actually tolerate about this movie is the Silver Surfer. Lawrence Fishburne does a great job voicing the Silver Surfer, and the effects are still pretty cool. The way he sinks through his board and is upside down, and the flying through the air. It's really interesting to watch, and I think they could have done so much about this character. But the entire film revolves around, oh, he's in England, we're going to go to England. They lose him. Oh, he's in Germany, we're going to go to Germany. We got him. It's very simple. There's no real intrigue to this character. He was such a fascinating element to the Marvel Universe. They could do so much with him. And we got this pile of crap. So this film joins Spider-Man 3 with the lowest possible rating of a 1 out of 10. This film does not deserve to see the light of day ever again. It isn't worth it. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and as always, leave me them dirty comments, and I'll see you all next time. Take care now.
Invitation, sir.
I should be on that list.
Name?
Stanley.
Yeah, nice try, buddy.
No,
Nice
no,
try.
really,
Nice
I'm
try.
Stanley.
Yeah.